There's a unique pull to the unknown, isn't there? Especially when it takes the form of something like the Abyss in Made in Abyss, a colossal world-defining chasm that beckons with ancient secrets while simultaneously radiating danger. It's a place of stunning beauty and truly unsettling hazards. What makes the Abyss so compelling, beyond its mysteries, is its brutal elegance as an environment. It's not just deep. It's governed by a strange, pervasive force, the famous curse, that actively punishes anyone trying to leave. Going down is one thing, but coming back, that's where the Abyss reveals its true, hostile nature. So today we're embarking on an analytical descent. We'll explore each known layer, breaking down its distinct ecosystem, the unique creatures that inhabit it, and how that insidious curse intensifies the further down we go. We're going to try to understand the escalating challenges and the sheer creativity behind this world's design. Now, diving this deep means navigating through key plot points, so consider this your heads up. Let's begin our exploration into the depths. The edge of the Abyss, our journey starts between the surface and 1,350 meters down. Visually, it's deceptively similar. Sunlight filters in, plant life isn't entirely alien, and the local fauna, things like the hammerbrakes and silkfangs, while certainly dangerous, are generally manageable threats for trained red whistles. This layer serves as a crucial getting used to it zone, acclimating if you will. It feels like an extension of the surface world, encouraging exploration and the search for low-level relics. But here the Abyss doesn't leave you entirely at ease. Even here, threats like the corpse weepers exist, scavengers drawn to weakness, reminding us that this world operates on harsh survival rules right from the start. And as we get our first taste of the curse, ascending from Layer 1 results in mild dizziness and nausea. It's unpleasant but not debilitating, more like a gentle warning from the Abyss about the rules of vertical travel here. For Rico and Reg, this layer marks their definitive departure from Orth. It's the threshold where adventures truly begin. The key function of Layer 1 is its deceptive nature. It establishes a baseline of perceived safety that makes the escalating dangers below feel more impactful. It's the Abyss's way of easing you in before the real challenges begin. Layer 2, the Forest of Temptation. Descending between 1,350 and 2,600 meters, the environment transforms dramatically. We lose the sky, entering a perpetual misty twilight with a dense, humid, and strangely inverted jungle. Visibility drops, navigation becomes complex, and the flora and fauna feel distinctly more alien and aggressive. This layer introduces more significant threats. Those corpse weepers I mentioned, they become a lethal pack-hunting menace here, providing one of Rico and Reg's truly life-threatening encounters. We also see creatures like the Otobatsu. Critically speaking, Layer 2 houses the Seeker Camp, a fragile human outpost, and introduces us to Oza the Immovable. Her presence and methods underscore the immense power and adaptation required to exist at this depth. The curse here intensifies dramatically. Ascending triggers heavy nausea, severe headaches, and numbness in the extremities. This isn't just discomfort, it's actively impairing and making retreat a dangerous and painful idea. The physical toll of the Abyss here becomes undeniable. Layer 2 truly embodies its name. It tempts further exploration, but sharply increases the penalty for retreat. It marks a clear shift from cautious adventure to genuine survival. The encounters here, the presence of Ozan, the sheer otherness of the inverted forest, it all works together to solidify the Abyss as a character in itself. An active, mysterious force pushing against intruders. The world building is honestly just incredibly effective at conveying this escalating pressure. Layer 3, the Great Fault. Get ready for a sense of scale that is truly difficult to comprehend. From 2,600 down to 7,000 meters deep, the Abyss becomes a colossal, sheer cliff face. This isn't a forest or a cave system. It's a vast, vertical emptiness punctuated only by precarious ledges and caves. The primary ecological pressure here comes from highly mobile aerial predators, like the formidable Crimson Splitjaws, perfectly suited for this environment. Navigating the Great Fault demands specialized gear and extreme caution. As seen with Rico and Reg's descent, it's a constant battle against exposure, gravity, and sudden attack, with minimal cover available. The curse takes a particularly insidious turn in Layer 3. Ascent now adds severe vertigo to the mix, potent enough to induce auditory and visual hallucinations, alongside all the previous physical symptoms. So imagine, now you have to try to cling to a rock face thousands of meters up while reality itself seems to warp around you it's a devastatingly effective deterrent against climbing back out. The Great Fault acts as a point of no return for most. Successfully pulling it off and traversing it requires a level of skill and commitment that filters out all but the most determined or desperate. Its immense scale serves to dwarf the individual, reinforcing the overwhelming power of the abyss. It tests technical proficiency, nerve, and resourcefulness under extreme environmental pressure. It's truly imposing and a memorable stage of the descent. Layer 4, the Goblet of Giants. Reaching 7,000 meters down, we enter a truly alien landscape that extends up to 12,000 meters. Imagine huge, cup-like plants dominating the view, creating a humid greenhouse-like atmosphere filled with strange heat hazes and unsettlingly beautiful bioluminescent flora. It's visually stunning, but it feels deeply unnatural. The dangers here are potent and often insidious. The infamous orb piercer or Tamaugachi, a creature whose venom nearly killed Riko, leading to one of the series' most harrowing sequences and Rig's desperate gamble. This layer is defined by that encounter and the subsequent introduction of Nanachi and Midi in their hidden refuge. Their backstory is intrinsically tied to the horrors lurking deeper still. The curse of the fourth layer is where the abyss stops playing games. Ascending triggers intense, full-body pain described as feeling like every inch of you is being stabbed by needles. It also causes hemorrhaging from every orifice. It's sheer, unadulterated agony, a biological failsafe designed to inflict maximum suffering. Layer 4 marks a significant escalation in body horror and the theme of sacrifice. Riko's near-death experience and the desperate measures taken to highlight the extreme physical cost of this journey. Nanachi and Midi's existence introduces the concept of the Narrated, or hollows, those who survive the curse's ascent from deeper layers, but are permanently changed. This layer fundamentally alters the stakes and introduces the grim consequences of defying the abyss's rules, often tied to the actions of those dwelling below. Layer 5. The Sea of Corpses. Between 12,000 and 13,000 meters lies perhaps the most psychologically disturbing layer encountered thus far. It's a vast, freezing body of water choked with sediment, debris, and, creepily enough, the preserved bodies of various creatures. Visibility is extremely low. Sound is weird here, and the pressure is immense. It feels less like an ecosystem and more like a tomb. This layer is dominated by one key location, Edo Front, the forward operating base of the Wide Whistle Bondrewd, Lord of the Dawn. The fauna here are largely his creations or subjugated creatures. Bondrewd himself embodies the layer's themes: unethical experimentation, the pursuit of knowledge at any cost, and a complete disregard for any conventional morality. His Umbra hands and the horrific processes used to bypass the curse are central to this layer's identity. The curse of the fifth layer attacks the mind. Ascending results in complete sensory deprivation, loss of sight, sound, touch, coupled with intense confusion and a tendency towards hurting yourself. It's a terrifying prospect, being trapped in the utter darkness, unable to trust your own senses, potentially turning on your own self. And this is why Bondrewd developed his cartridge system, sacrificing others to bear the curse for him. Layer 5 represents the abyss of human morality, mirroring the physical depth. Bondrewd's actions force a confrontation with the darkest aspects of ambition and scientific progress, divorced from empathy. This layer also contains the ancient altar that serves as the only known gateway to the sixth layer. It's a one-way trip. Descending past Edo Front means accepting the impossibility of return, solidifying this as a true point of no return for cave riders seeking the bottom. Layer 6, the capital of the unreturned. From 13,000 down to beyond 15,500 meters, we reach a place fundamentally different from all the layers above. It's a luminous ruined city bathed in eerie light, seemingly untouched by time in some ways, yet clearly old, ancient. Within this city exists Irubu, the village of the Narrated, beings permanently forever changed by the curse. The environment here is bizarrely stable compared to the chaos above, but operates on very different principles. Value, desire, or even physical form are all fluid concepts within Irubu. The Society of Hollows functions through a system known as balancing, a strange and often brutal form of existential economics. Creatures here are often amalgamations, reflecting the transformative nature of the layer. The curse of the sixth layer is the reason for its name. Ascending from this depth results in either death or the loss of humanity, the permanent transformation into a hollow. There is no surviving the ascent in any recognizable human form. This is the absolute, undeniable point of no return. Once you enter, you are never leaving as you were. Layer 6 dives deep into themes of transformation, identity, and what it means to be human. The existence of Iribu raises profound questions about adaptation, suffering, and the creation of value in extreme circumstances. It's a crucible where desires manifest physically, and the very definition of life is challenged, expands the lore and mystery of the abyss, suggesting forces and histories far beyond simple environmental hazards. Layer 7, the final maelstrom. Beyond 15,500 meters lies the deepest known layer, glimpsed only briefly in the anime and further explored in the manga. Information is scarce, but descriptions depict a turbulent, visually chaotic region. It's suggested to be fundamentally even more different from the 6th layer, perhaps bordering on the truly incomprehensible. Details about fauna or specifically environmental features are phenomena resembling rings or gateways, and potentially entities known as gatekeepers, but it all really remains mostly shrouded in mystery. The curse of the 7th layer is generally understood to be simple, death. While the exact mechanism and how it happens is unknown, it's treated as an absolute barrier to ascent. Layer 7 represents the current frontier of the known abyss. Its primary function, narratively and analytically, is to embody the ultimate mystery. What lies at the true bottom? What secrets does this final lethal layer hold? It serves as the ultimate goal and the ultimate unknown, pushing the boundaries of imagination and the limits of the protagonist's journey. It's the heart of the abyss's enduring enigma. Made in Abyss, the anime puts on a truly masterclass in world building, where the environment itself is the primary antagonist, shaping everything from the creatures that live there to the very morality and physical forms of those who dare to explore it. The abyss isn't just a setting, it's a place that tests, breaks, and remakes everything that enters. But that's my thought. What about you? Which layer of the abyss do you find most fascinating or most terrifying, and why? What are your theories about what lies even deeper at the very bottom? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.